How many people will be involved with this? Between the orchestras and setting it up and coordinating it?
That's a good question.
60.
We're also thinking of bringing along an orchestra like Billy May, if he can get away long enough, just to be with us all the time. We want something written up in a hurry.
But it'll be about 60.
Sandy?
Yes.
I'm going to ask this one to Dean Martin first, but I'd like all to respond, if you could. You're all great American musical artists. I'd like, in your words, if you could say the satisfaction you get in performing with one another. What is it that you get out of, and Frank, why did you really want to do this? Dean first, though.
Well, the satisfaction I get out of working with these two bums is that we have more laughs than the audience has. We ad-lib, we just throw in what we think of, and we never say the same thing night after night. That's like doing a Broadway play, which I hate. Gotta say the same words every goddamn.
Diplomatic, I'll tell you that.
Well, I guess the Winter Garden is out.
Imagine him in the government.
There is something that hasn't been mentioned, a great mutual respect that we have for each other that transcends the popular hello chickie baby lover sweetie kind of thing. We've loved each other, respected each other. We haven't always agreed with each other, but the respect was always there. That comes across. Plus the fun, as Dean mentioned, comes across, which I think there is not enough people out there doing their job professionally and having fun doing it anymore today. We still have it.
Right.
Do you think it's a
Hold
result?
on. Could I you want to try that? Satisfaction you get out of it?
Well, it's pretty much what Dean and what Sammy's already said. What helped us in this particular move we're making now is the fact that the Valley people came around to engaging all three of us, which helps a great deal, you know. And before this happened, we were playing for different sponsors, so to speak. And now they decided to have all three of us work in their clubs. It helps our position, and it gives us a chance to do what we like to do, with what Sammy said. Yes.
Without being modest, can you tell us how significant an event, a musical event, you all three think this is, the three of you coming together? The fact that you have two other partners may allow you to avoid being very modest.
I think it's important. I think it's important for young people like, I watch MTV, I'm speaking for myself now. I watch MTV, not so much that I'm going to do one of the numbers, but I want to know what's going on. And I want young people to come see what it happens, because they only see Ocean's 11, which you see on the late show. You know, I've seen it so many times. The next time I see it, we're going to get away with the money, you know. They have to see us. I want them to see us, the young people to see us, as well as the people who have hung in with us through the years, which is really the important.
I'd like to add to that I've recently done a fairly large tour, you might say, or semi-large. And I notice each time that the audience is now being made up of people who are as young as 17 and 18 years old. Plus the fact that their daddies and mamas are also in the audience, but we are beginning to being looked at by the younger members of the audiences, which pleases me no end. We're not doing, it's true, we're not doing what we call the modern music. Is there such a piece of music? I don't know. But obviously we don't do rock because we don't understand it in the sense. Maybe Sammy does, because his people do it all the time, but we don't do that. But I think that that's another reason why we're doing it too. Maybe we can educate somebody to a little better music.
Do you think this tour might lead itself into the three of you doing a feature film again?
I'd like to.
Yeah.
I like it very much.
Yes, very much.
You got any ideas? Put it down on paper.
No, he's been talking. He talked about that before this came about.
We've discussed it many times if we could find a script that would fit There are a lot of them out there.
If you gentlemen have a good time doing this, would you consider taking the tour to Europe?
Sure, sure. If it
I think
works.
I'll walk out. Our ladies, Frank and our wives, will insist that it goes to Europe.
Paris.
You say Europe, you mean different countries. You still don't know that Frank's only allowed in 6 more countries.
Which of those?
Well, he kicks out about
Gentlemen, what about Southern California? I don't see that on the itinerary.
There are 2 days in Southern California that'll be announced. It's in the press kit.
Later?
2 Southern California days.
It may be in the fall section of it. Is it in the fall section?
Sometime in the summer. Sometime in the summer.
Mrs. Sinatra. The whole block's out. It's not just Chase. It wasn't you guys.
Good.
We didn't do it.
Yeah.
On a slightly different subject. There was talk of yours suing Kitty Kelly for Hobo. Are you still planning to sue her? And are you thinking of writing perhaps your own response to that, your own version of your way?
What did you say?
Did you really not hear us?
I really didn't hear it.
They said there was talk of your suing Kitty Kelly for the book she wrote about you. And what I wanted to know is, are you still planning to sue her? And is there any possibility that you might write your own version?
That's not a question for you.
Yes, go ahead.
In what way is this concert going to be traditional in that are you going to have the trench coat and the hat? Are you going to do the drunk routine? And in what way is it going to be
I've never done a jump routine.
What you see? He does the trench coat, he does the drunk, and I play the little black Jew.
Well, then in what ways is it going to be untraditional? Will you do any Madonna music or something that the world's never seen you do? And you're wearing garters.
The world has not seen us. That's why we're going on tour. The country has not seen us. They've seen rock and roll and all this other. Rock and roll.
Will you have an opening act?
I'm the opening act.
Just us. Just us.
That's
How long will the show
First
be?
week.
What's the length of the show?
It's probably 2 hours. 2 hours.
That's 2 hours.
Mr. Davis, have you had your hip operation?
No, I had my hip operation on December the 10th.
That won't affect things.
No,
You'll be okay.
with that.
You guys were talking about the rock and roll era, the MTV. It just occurred to me, in your honest, private heart of hearts, do you have any worry as you look down this list of venues? You are playing some gigantic places that some of the biggest rock and roll acts are have trouble filling. In this era of rock and roll, do you have any real little secret worry or anxiety about whether you can pack it in every place you go?
No, not with me, no problem. I can imagine with the 2 of them and me, it's going to be no problem.
How is American Express involved in all this?
They gave us all cards. Well, naturally, I got a gold one.
Well, here's the answer to your
Well, what we're doing is we're buying rights to get tickets for our card members before the public. The majority of the tickets in every city, we publicize this, and
Doesn't work anyway.
And as I said earlier during my presentation, we believe, based on the research we've done with our card members, that there's going to be no problem selling tickets to this. This is going to be a very hot ticket, certainly among our card members.
We'll have one more question.
I'd just like to ask, again, the 3 guys, being of your age, does it ever frustrate you that you cannot perform with the stamina that you had when you were a 20-year-old or a 30-year-old?
Speak for yourself. We still have the same stamina. And I can frighten anybody here.
Last one.
Do any of you go to anybody else's concerts, and if so, who?
I've seen a couple of concerts in the last year and a half or so, but usually the schedule, our schedule, he's around the country, he's in Vegas, I'm around the country doing something. So that prevents a lot of it. If you got 2 days off, you're not going to go, back to the room. If you're a cook in a restaurant. But I've seen Neil Diamond back east, I went to see naturally the Jackson, Michael and the Jackson brothers, and they were here. I'm looking forward.
Are they black?
Yes, they are. All of them.
All over.
Thank you very much.
Thank you all.